Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day. I hope you guys had a fantastic day. Can everyone hear me? I just want to make sure. Look, you never know. If you could only see the things that I do behind the scenes just to get prepared for the show. As you know, we were just live watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta together and Love Match Atlanta together on TikTok. Now we are on, of course, the Kempire Daily YouTube channel. We're live on the Kempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're also live on Twitch and Twitter. Thank you, Jada. Thank you, Sephora. We appreciate that. All right. So as you know, we've been recapping Love Match Atlanta since the beginning. Last week, I had a long tirade calling out Andy Cohen and Bravo for setting up the show for failure. And this week, they pushed the show back another hour because, first of all, they wanted to, of course, have Watch What Happens Live come on right after Atlanta to feed off of their ratings. But then, of course, Judge Mathis has his new reality show that they were broadcasting on both the E! Network and on Bravo, because as you know, E! is owned by NBC Universal, so is Bravo. So they pushed back this show even longer. And mind you, next week is the final show. It's the season finale of Love Match Atlanta. And so many of you have been saying that I put you onto the show. I'm so glad that I'm able to let you guys know about an actually good show. And I hope that this all-black cast, all-black production, all-black crew gets another opportunity to do this, because unlike some of the other reality shows that we recap when we talk about professionals on reality TV, we always see the mess versus seeing them actually work. And I feel like we got a good mix of their personal, about their interpersonal messiness, but also their clients. So we got to see a few different clients this week as well. And I'm excited about that. However, next week is the final episode of Love Match Atlanta, and it's going to return to 9:30 p.m. Eastern after Watch What Happens Live. But I'm not going to go into a tirade about it. Okay, I'm not. We're going to still watch it. Look, we already have 127 of you here, and we'll have even more people watching the recap tomorrow, because I understand some of you have to go to work. Some of you can't stay up this long. West Coast, you have no excuse. Where are you? West Coast, where are you? It's okay. It's okay. The show is really good, and we're going to talk about this episode that is aptly titled, hold on, Trouble in Paris-dise. Look, Paris-dise. So as you know, he likes to think that we love to talk about him. So I'm going to keep my conversation about the man that we don't speak of very limited, because to be honest with you, I'm not that interested. Producers, I don't understand why you filmed with Lamont like you filmed with everyone else. He filmed as much as everyone else, the gay dating coach, and we don't get to see his story. We see him be used as the gay best friend. However, we don't get to see him matchmaking. We don't see him as a full cast member, but we did get a confessional. We did get a confessional this week. We got a confessional. I mean, I'm trying to understand, Lamont, did you piss someone off behind the scenes? I don't see you doing that either, because I feel like Lamont is so professional. He's messy and funny, but I feel like he's still very professional. I'm trying to understand why they don't highlight him more, especially in Atlanta, especially because we talk about diversity. I don't understand. Is this a production thing? Is this a Bravo thing? I think this is a production thing, though. But I know one of their producers is a gay black man. So what's going on? West Coast is here. I see you, West Coast. Deborah, Judy, everyone. I appreciate you all being here. That's the part that I keep, because I want to see it, because we've never seen gay matchmaking on television, especially on a major network like Bravo. We haven't seen it. I want to see how Lamont does what he does. If you missed it, when we did our Tuesday takeover, we did talk about the spaces that Twitter spaces, very much like Clubhouse, where the matchmakers talk about just the show and things like that. So there was a lot of tea that was spilled. So if you missed last week's Tuesday takeover, be sure to check that out. So I'm trying to understand, like, what did Lamont do? Lamont, did you cuss someone out behind the scenes? Because I don't understand why they would film so much with Lamont, but not show anything besides Lamont with Shae. I'm glad we got that much, but we deserve more in our Pride Month. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's 2022. This is not the early years of Real Housewives of Atlanta where they use the gay black man as an accessory. But again, you know, bravo in production. Rena says, the production was completely a mess in my view for this show. Please, no more. Well, I don't want to get the production to lose their job, but I don't understand why we don't see more of Lamont. That's the part that I want to understand. And Lamont, I know you're watching or you will be watching this later. Can you just let us know why you think you weren't highlighted? And I don't want the politically correct answer where I don't know why. No, I want the tea, Lamont. I want the tea. Why were you not highlighted? Even though you filmed like the rest of them. And Lamont, although I made you a part of the cast photo, originally you weren't a part of the cast photo. Why wouldn't they highlight you? And did you know that you weren't going to be in the cast photo? Oh, Tana, I heard about that too. Tana says, I also filmed a whole season with my husband and sharing my personal life as well. They will take the most relevant content. We have no control over editing. I did hear that in the spaces as well, that Tana did film with her husband, because we were all like, where's her husband? We got to see Kelly and her boyfriend, her long distance boyfriend. We'll get to Tana and Kelly's scene. Why did I get emotional? When I saw the preview, I didn't get emotional, but then after seeing, I was like, oh. I feel the love between the duo. Like, they've been through some things. Those are real girlfriends. But I did hear that Tana did film with her husband, and we don't even get to see her husband. Like, why? Not even one scene, maybe next week. But why? Why till the end? We understand why we didn't get to see Ming's husband. He didn't want to be filmed. He had the bubble guts that one episode. Remember, he didn't show up to her own birthday party. Omar, you're not late. We just started. It's Kempire After Dark. Oh, goodness. Guys, if you're just joining us, like the video. Liking the video not only helps the channel, but other channels that recap Love Match Atlanta, but it also helps Love Match Atlanta so more people understand, oh, wait, there's this new show that I don't know about? Yes. Deborah says Ming's husband is a ghost. Ming's husband is a ghost. Uh-oh, the gay dating coach is here. Lamont, we have questions. Like, what did you do to production? What did you do to production that you weren't even in the cast photo? He has a professional cast photo, like a professional photo for the show, but he's not a part of the cast photo. All right. Let's start at the top of this episode. So this episode is called Trouble in Paris-dise. Okay? Because it's really about the man that we don't speak of, and Paris, who I'm liking a little bit more. I'm liking her a little bit more. But at the top of this episode, we get to meet Shae with a new client. Again, this is why I like the show. We're getting to see professionals do their job. That's what we were so critical of with Ladies Who List on OWN. I was like, can we see more of properties? Can we see more of these ladies doing their jobs and not, fighting? We get a little bit of that on Love Match Atlanta, but we get more about dating tips. I told y'all I'm doing this recap for you singles. Yeah. I see that though. The matchmakers are in the chat. Matchmakers, I know you guys are sleepy. I'm actually re-energized. I don't know what. I didn't drink anything. I didn't have coffee, nothing. I like what I'm talking about. That's why. Okay, guys, if you have questions for the matchmakers in the chat, please feel free to ask them. They are very open about asking. But I do have a question because I know Nora asked the question when we were watching this on TikTok together. How much is the premium package? How much is the premium package? We know that the duo, they're pretty expensive. They have a waiting list. First of all, I would think that the duo would charge more than Ming. And we never got to the bottom of why Shae believes that she's running an escort service. Next week, maybe? I mean, I kind of got a feeling, especially after we met her recent client. Not to say that this late, no, come on. That's not what I'm saying. But I had a feeling why Shae feels that way. This lady got 2 sets of engagement rings. I saw those YSL shoes she had on. I saw the bag. We'll get to them in a second. So Shae meets with one of her good girlfriends, but she's also a client. And okay, let's talk about the smelling of the urine. Okay, look. I mean, I get it, and I probably would judge my partner as well if their urine was too yellow. What you drinking? Did you have a vitamin? What was that? What was that? Why is she smelling the urine? First of all, how could you smell the urine? Shouldn't he have flushed the toilet? What are we talking about? Apple Charm says that, well, the show was filmed like over a year ago. It was filmed in 2021, but they filmed the pilot in 2020, if my memory serves me right, with the spaces that they did. Not this is R. Kelly mess. Come on. Come on. Wait, $25,000? Trish says, ouch, $25,000. I'll give you my husband for I will give you my husband for $25,000. Trish, I hope your husband's not watching. Okay, so I don't think that's bad. Ming is charging $100,000. And I feel like we've learned more from the duo than we have from Ming. Okay. So Shae meets with her friend, and her friend has some high expectations, but her friend is quite successful. Her friend is she had 2 houses. She's making 6 figures. But according to Shae, she has masculine energy. And I hope no one takes offense to that, because both men and women have masculine and feminine energies. Right, Joseph? Hold on, let me put some Vaseline on. Carrie says Ming is a giving high class scam. You know what I love about Ming, though? And the other matchmakers have said this about Ming when it comes to reality TV. She's not moved or hurt by people's reaction to her on the show. So that makes her a great reality TV star. So I could see her definitely doing this again. Joseph, not so much. We saw the temper tantrum that he had at the end of this episode. We'll get to that in a second. So Shanta, who was in our comment section when we first announced this show, and we were like, who was this person that was in the chat? Because I thought maybe she was one of the matchmakers, but no, she was a client. She was a client. I mean, I just can't believe we were talking about the way someone's urine smells and looks. And she could tell a lot from, I mean, you can, but I just thought that was strange. I thought that was strange. Okay. I don't want to talk about Joseph, but we have to because he is a part of the show. Okay. So Joseph and Paris meet up with Kiana. And look, word on the street, people feel like Kiana, who they've seen in Atlanta, she's very well known as a comedian. They feel like she's just using the show for, promoting herself and her comedy. And based off of this scene where she's like, she goes on this date, the date didn't, he was like 20 minutes late, which I don't think is that late. I'm not a late person, but I don't think 20 minutes is that bad in comparison to some people that could be very late. She went on the date with Zeus. But the most important thing that stood out to me, and I know this is why Joseph, well, first of all, Joseph has everyone blocked. He probably has us blocked and we don't even care. But Paris revealed that they didn't even follow any sort of protocol, and that's why you need to be certified. This was a personal referral from Joseph. Zeus was a personal referral. That's why the matching wasn't matching. But word on the street, Kiana didn't care. Kiana just wanted to be on the show. We could have did without Kiana. I'm sorry, Kiana, but I'm not. And thank you so much for the super chat. She says, hiya, happy Sunday. Oh, it is Sunday. Thank you for the reminder, and it's so late. I'm like, what day is it? It's about, well, no, now it's now Monday. Happy Juneteenth, though. Happy Juneteenth. Thank you for another super chat. She says, okay, good night. Off we go. Thank you, Anne. You're always supporting the channel. We appreciate you. Speaking of supporting the channel, guys, don't forget to get your Kempire Pride merch. It will only be here for June. As you know, we're celebrating all kinds of things this month. Happy Father's Day. Oh, wait a second. Oh, not Sheila. Sheila, you got blocked. Sheila is so sweet. What did you say to him? Sheila says he blocked. Sheila is so sweet. I mean, we already know how he is. Anyways, there's so much that we're celebrating. Happy Father's Day to Lamont. Happy Father's Day. Because I know we haven't got to know Lamont's story, but I do know that he's a father to 2 sons, right? Oh, yeah. He Joseph blocked the entire matchmakers. Kelly, you got blacked? Blacked. Blocked? Don't know why. He blocked all of the matchmakers. Joseph blocked all the matchmakers. Don't be surprised Joseph show up in the chat. It's okay. It's okay, Joseph. But basically, Zeus was a personal referral. They didn't use their algorithm. But Paris, I have to give credit to Paris because Paris is like, she's a professional. She's actually certified. And this is why the dating didn't work out. But Joseph didn't care. He wanted to have a client for the show. Kiana didn't care because Kiana just wanted to use the show to promote her comedy. I never heard of her. Now I know her. So I guess it worked. Okay. All right. He blocked everybody. He probably blocked me and I don't even know him. But I didn't. Oh, what did I do with that? Damn it. I did screen cap the tweet that you deleted, Joseph, about me and how I don't support Black people. You deleted that right quick. You posted it and then you deleted it. But I got it. I love how some people love to try to be like, oh, you don't support Black, just because I'm being critical of you and your business. This was a perfect example. Paris threw you under the bus. This was a perfect example of what we're talking about. This is supposed to be your VIP service, and you're giving her a personal referral just based off of, oh, my man needs a date. Oh, don't let me pull up the tweet. I'm gonna pull up the tweet. It's Kempire After Dark. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Maybe it's in my pictures on the computer because I don't have my thing here. I saved it because I saw that he deleted it. And I said, oh, hell to the no. I'm gonna keep this for records. And I'm glad that I did. All right, let me see if I can find it, y'all. Oh my goodness. It might not be on here, which I hate. It's in my phone though. I will go grab my phone. Don't play with me tonight, y'all. Let me go grab my phone. I'm gonna grab my phone. I'm gonna grab it because I want to show you exactly who look. Hold on 1 second, please. Hold on 1 second. Talk amongst yourself. I know it's late, but it's okay. Most of us don't have to work tomorrow. I have to work tomorrow. Real Housewives of Atlanta recap at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to play the bass. Hold on. Okay. Y'all thought at first I was like, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. He deleted it. I mean, it's Kempire After Dark. So he posted this on his social media after he was in here attacking his potential clientele. Okay. He was in here attacking the people that are supporting the show because people were critical of the app. So he posted this shortly after the live ended because he accused me. He was asking me for a check. And I said, what? He said, this dude, TheKempire, really just went live for an hour trying to belittle and break down a Black man that has dedicated 10 years of his life connecting Black singles and making 500 plus Black couples. Bro, you are the problem in our community. I'm the problem in the community? After he attacked Black women in the chat? He even said one of our callers sounded like a dude. But I didn't make a big deal about it because I was like, I don't want the show to get canceled. But he can't come back. And literally in this episode, we see exactly why he's not good at this job. Okay? Jada's like, no, there's no receipt. No, that's because he quickly deleted this. Someone commented. I don't remember who commented, but they were defending me, I think. I told you I kept it. I was like, oh, I'm going to keep this because he swore that I needed to give him a check. And I was like, you're the least important part of this cast. And that's proven every single week. Angelique, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I got to work trying to stay up for my man to get in from the airport. Go get that phone. Where's he coming from? I love it. I love that you guys have love in your life. Look, thank you, Danielle, for the super chat. She says, that's the episode that I dragged him on. Yep. But then he was being very, very hateful in the live chat. It's his Kempire After Dark. So we're just going to talk. Guys, I am going to post a call-in link for those of you that want to call in and share your thoughts on Love Match Atlanta. Next week is the season finale, so you guys need to show out. If you recorded this episode, watch it tonight or watch it in the early morning, okay? Do something, all right? It did come on a little bit later on tonight, 10:30 as opposed to 9:30. It will return to 9:30 p.m. Eastern next week, and we will be recapping it. If it comes on at 9:30, probably like around 10:30, 10:45 p.m. Eastern here. Okay. All right. We're not going to continue to talk about the one that we don't talk about. I just had to bring that receipt. Just saying. I said, let me just hold on to it just in case I need it. I was like, well, it's Kempire After Dark. All right. So the duo meets up with their new client, who I love. Manushka? Where's Manushka from? I heard the accent. So that's the thing with the duo. They give her not just a makeover, they give her an emotional makeover. They give her coaching to get her ready for her date. And she deals with, that's the thing. These healthcare workers, her specifically dealing in hospice, I can't only even imagine trying to have a dating life after all that sadness. I felt for her and I want her to find love. But what I love, after she went on this date, the duo was like, we haven't gotten our information back from him, but we got another date for you. Because a lot of us don't, some of us, I know I'm one of those people. It's hard for me to date multiple people at the same time, but you really should. You really, really should. You really, really should. She gets her makeover. She goes on the date. She likes him. I wasn't really feeling him. The energy just for me was like a little off, but we only got to see clips. So it's hard to tell. He just seemed, and look, people, when you meet them for the first time, you got to keep an open mind. Look, like I'm a matchmaker. Oh, she's from Haiti. Okay, thank you, Donna. Yes, Manushka is from Haiti, but lives in Atlanta. Okay. All right. You have to give people a little bit more open-mindedness when you first meet them, because sometimes people are very nervous. Look at me. I'm a matchmaker. I have a psychology degree. Just saying. I'm not certified, but I could be. Look. Okay. Tana says that we keep them dating 3 in rotation. What? What? Wow. That's a lot to keep up with. When I get back out there dating, I don't know. That's a lot to keep up with. Okay, so someone says he was dry, to be honest. But okay, guys, we only got to see clips of their date. We didn't get to see their full on date. But his energy seemed to be a little bit off. His energy seemed a little bit off, but maybe he's just reserved. Maybe he's a little shy. At first, I wasn't sure. Kelly says Manushka did a great job giving compliments and trying to keep the date going. And one of the things that we've noticed from the duo, for me, the duo of all of the matchmakers, shout out to all the matchmakers. But for me, I felt like we've learned so much about dating from them, from their tips on the show. Carrie says, how is 3 a lot, Kemp? Because I feel like you're getting to know someone. So there's a lot of questions and conversations. I feel like my elephant brain's not going to be activated. I feel like my elephant brain's not going to be activated, and I'm going to mix people up, and then I'm going to look like the F boy, even though I've been accused of that. Tana says that he was an introvert. I kind of got that feeling. That's why I'm trying not to judge him. And we only got to see snippets of the date. Drama says, when we're on Kempire, we are all professionals. We are professional body language experts. We are lawyers. Now we're matchmakers. Just saying. Write it down. What? First of all, y'all see how busy I am now. You want me to write down factoids about dates. But I see the point of not putting all of your eggs in one basket. That's how people end up getting hurt and in their feelings and brokenhearted. Just saying. Tana says that Kemp, you have at least 3 people texting you good morning. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm like, damn, I don't like it when my own friends text me multiple texts. And I'm like, and mind you, a lot of times I'm working and then I'm like, damn it, I forgot to put this on do not disturb. Okay. Hold on. Omar says, if you think about it, he's not good because 1, Joseph stole that idea for the app. Wait, did he steal the idea for the app? So he didn't learn the ins and outs. He's not certified, so he has no room to talk. I don't think he stole the idea for the app. He stole the portion that the duo wanted to work with him on, not the app itself. I don't want to look. And this too, in my opinion, we text you all day, Kempire. Like, that's a lot. It's a lot. Thank you so much, Soulstar. Kempire is the hardest working man. I know my notifications go off constantly. Can you imagine my notifications between my notifications for the most part are turned off because between Instagram, Twitter, and everything else, it's just too, I would go mad. So a lot of my stuff are off. Okay. Let's get back into this. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Love Match Atlanta. I'm going to drop the call-in link for you guys. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't liked it already. Let's get to 150 likes. Liking the video supports our channel, but other channels that talk about similar topics, but also supports the show. This will start to show up on other people's Explorer pages that like reality TV, that like Atlanta, that like Real Housewives of Atlanta, that like matchmaking. This will start to show up. So be sure to like the video if you haven't already. Yes, the VIP feature is what he stole. Look what he stole. Kelly's clarifying. She said he didn't steal the idea for the app. We wanted to add an upgrade for matchmaking to the app. Yes, so we're not trying to get lawsuits out here in these streets. Okay. All right. Let me drop the call-in link, and then I'm going to move on to the other parts of the episode that we need to talk about. Hold on. I've been talking a lot today because I feel like a little dry mouth. So let me take a sip of water. All right. Don't forget to get your merch, y'all. Pride merch is still available. This is not a part of it. This is Basquiat a la Gap. Yeah, apparently there's a collaboration. Just saying. Yeah, shout out to everyone that's joining our Discord. Don't forget to join the Discord. This is a way especially for our international folks, but even for just for notifications, guys, join the Discord. It will remind you of our lives and things like that. I'm moving away from the texting community for a few different reasons, but we're going to start learning Discord all together. Okay. So join our Discord. All right, moving on. Moving on. So the duo are helping Manushka get herself together for this date. She has a date with Blake. Blake is cute. The date with Blake seemed a little, a little awkward. A little awkward, but we're moving on to the next date. Hopefully next week we will see maybe Manushka pick someone that she really likes. We shall see. Shae and Lamont go shopping for her masquerade party. Again, why are we just getting Lamont as the gay best friend? I'm glad that we're getting Lamont, period. However, he's a matchmaker. He has an interesting story too. I just don't get it. Bravo production, like, why? What did Lamont do? Look, let's tell me, what did Lamont do? Is Lamont a diva behind the scenes? Lamont, look away. Is he a diva behind the scenes? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. All right. Moving on. So Lamont, first of all, you had to show up to this masquerade party about you had plans with your husband. You need to be at this masquerade party. They're trying to edit you out. Just saying. Brandy, you said you didn't get a notification. There's an event. There should be notifications. Everyone else told me they got notifications. Don't tell me you're not getting notifications. Modify your notifications on Discord, Brandy. Maybe they're off. Okay. Philly John says, season 2, Lamont, please. Like, I was hoping for season 1. I mean, we're getting a lot more of Lamont. This week we got confessionals. We got confessionals. Okay. I think that was the first time we got a confessional, Lamont, right? I think that was. Lamont will confirm in the chat. All right, so they go, and of course, they talk a little bit about Shae's sconce tea with Ming. And her and Ming are in a better place, but she did reveal, Ming said that she feels like Lamont is a pot stirring. Yes, we needed him to pot stir, okay? We needed him to pot stir. Speaking of Ming, Ming meets with one of her past clients because this past client found her match. They're engaged. They have 2 kids together. I know it's a little backwards, but look, 2022. But you also know that Ming has this is what the matchmaker said, successful wedding dress business. Oh, it's your second confessional. I must have missed the other one. We need more. I'm just saying. Anyways. So I have to say, Ming, I think Ming is smart. I think the whole wedding aspect, the wedding dress aspect of her business is actually pretty smart, especially because she is very, very much good at designing. I thought the designs that she did for this woman were actually nice. But I'm still waiting for Shae to explain to us why she calls Ming's business a escorting service. I kind of get the vibe though. I think I know why, but I want her to clarify for me, please. Omar says, Kempire, I was thinking, wouldn't it be good for the duo to be experts on Married at First Sight? I would definitely be interested in that show. That would be really good. Or maybe experts on another show. Because Married at First Sight, I feel like, at this point. Well, let's see after, this season's over and when we get our second season. But I see where you're going, because we do need some new experts over at Married at First Sight. But maybe something else. Maybe they can do something else. Something similar, but, their own show. Maybe. Never know. All right. Oh, Philly says Ming's dresses are garish. Well, I have to say the dresses that we saw inside the showroom, I didn't love those. But the design that she did for her, I was like, oh, that actually looks nice. Yeah, Belisha says, I'm sick of Married at First Sight. I know. That's I'm like, I don't want to kind of put them on a sinking ship. But Tana loves it. She loves Married at First Sight. I mean, they have the years of experience, and like I said, I feel like they're the only ones so far. I mean, no, I've gotten some things from Shae. We if we got more of Lamont, we probably would learn something from Lamont. Who else have we learned from? I haven't learned anything really from the man we don't speak of or Ming. I haven't really learned that much from Ming. We did learn Ming knew Marquette though. We'll get there. Look, we'll get there. I know it's late, y'all. Let me move forward. So the big issue with Paris and the man we don't speak of is the fact that she feels like he's always working and they're trying to find a balance. I'm not interested. I'm sorry. I'm slowly warming up to Paris more, but Paris, if you're gonna come back to the show, please come back without him and be single, and maybe the duo can find you a new man. I just don't even know why Paris wastes her time on that one, to be honest. To be honest. Anyways, let's move on. Okay. Oh, a scene I did not see coming because as a Reiki practitioner myself, I didn't know Shae was a Reiki practitioner. I didn't expect this scene with her friend Shanta. And Shae gets really emotional because, for those that don't know what Reiki is, it's a form of energy healing. You have to be attuned to be able to do it. And you can sense where a person needs the energy and you can send energy. A lot of nurses are using Reiki now and as a part of their care. So to see Shae implement this on the show, I was like, first of all, you're introducing the world to something that I don't think a lot of people still don't know about. I was like, oh, wow, this is nice. But she got really emotional because she could tell that her friend and client had been through a lot. And that's why she's checking people's urine. Just saying. Just saying. The masquerade part. Let's get to the juicy stuff. We already have quite a few people backstage. Everyone backstage, I'm going to get to you, but just keep in mind there are people waiting. So just get to the point. Whatever you need to share or want to say about this show, Love Match Atlanta, let's just get to it because it's late. It's late. At least here it's late in New York City. Happy Father's Day. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Pride. Thank you to all of you for being here and making the time out of your evening for this recap. Maybe you went to a barbecue. Maybe you are just, wanted to join us. I appreciate it. I do. All right. IB says, does Reiki feel that intense? It's different for everyone. It's very different for everyone. And not every Reiki practitioner feels energy the same way. You know what I mean? So it's different. And everyone's feeling to Reiki is very different. Everyone reacts different. Some people burp a lot. Some people pass gas. Some people feel nothing or they just feel relaxed. So that's a whole other conversation. Okay. See, Sheila says, my nurse does Reiki. Thank you, Trish. All right. Black Healer says, I did Reiki once, but I have a real physical pain, so I go to regular smegular massage therapy. Well, Reiki is not going to be the end all be all. You should still go to your doctor for other things, but it can help. It can help for temporary relief and things like that. So keep that in mind. All right. So I'm glad that they implemented that part of the show. So we have the masquerade party, and Shae brings the guy that she slept with on the second date. I'm happy for Shae. Marquette looks so cute. He looks sharp in his suit. So she's having this mixer. Ming was told that she shouldn't be giving out her card at this mixer. But Ming's other mean girl was like, okay. She didn't say I couldn't give out the card. But it's a mixer. The whole point is for the matchmakers to work together. But Ming's trying to steal clients as opposed to work with Shae. Why did Ming come in like this? Whenever I was like, girl, what are you doing? This is not a runway. This is not a runway. So Joseph and Paris also arrive. They're all getting along. I love it. Everyone's getting along. But when Ming arrives and she meets Marquette, she's like, oh, wait, hold on. Before we even get to the masquerade. Oh. Shae says correction. Shae brought her boyfriend. Current boyfriend? Your current boyfriend. Okay, wait a second, Shae. We'll get to you. We almost forgotten a very important emotional scene. The duo. So as you know, last week, the big issue for Kelly was Her man said, I can't move. He has a good job in Detroit. He's dealing with a custody situation in Detroit. And Kelly's like, but I'm building this business. This is a successful business. So the duo, which are really duos, they're besties, they get really emotional. And I was like, oh, I got really emotional watching it because I was like, that is such a difficult decision. That is such a difficult decision to figure out. Like, what do you choose? Your career or your man? Your career? I don't know. I think it depends on your age, where you are in life. But for me, I don't know. I don't know. 20 years together. Tana says 20 years together they've been working and building this business. And they're global. Like they're truly successful matchmakers. But at the same time, because they're so successful, I'm like, nice meeting you, sir. You got a lot of things going on in Detroit. I mean, but here's the thing. Your money's not going to keep you warm at night. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Moonlight says she better choose her career. Your money's not going to keep you warm at night. And I know the other matchmakers have said they can do matchmaking from around the world if they really wanted to. No, Dotto says, is he a billionaire? I don't think so. Daniel says, why not open an office in Detroit? I mean, it's not that just easy to just be opening offices everywhere. What is this? We work? It's not, you don't just start opening offices everywhere. Kelly said, you decided quickly career. Well, the gay dating coach, Lamont, says we are rooting for Krista Kelly. I'm rooting for them too. I'm guessing season 2 will, or maybe next week we'll have a better understanding on what she decides. I mean, her type of job, she can work anywhere. She can have her business in Atlanta, but also be in Detroit. But I mean, how much time? That's the thing. How much time will she be in Detroit? How much time will she be in Atlanta? And you can't get that same hands-on experience if she's spending most of her time in Detroit. True says you can buy a blanket with all your money to stay warm at night or get a dog. We are a mess. We are a mess. All right. There are quite a few people backstage. So I do want to get to the callers. Guys, if you're just joining us, don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting our channel, but also supporting the show so that these sorts of recaps start to show up on algorithms of people that didn't know that they would love this show. Next week is the season finale of Love Match Atlanta, the masquerade party. We get to see Marquette looking good in his suit. Her boyfriend, Shae's boyfriend, she exclusive. Her boyfriend. Okay, Shae. Ming sees him. You look familiar. You look real familiar. I don't remember her name, but I always remember her face. And then she says that he was in her messenger. And a lot of people are wondering when? When? Was it while he was talking to Shae? Or was this before? Shae, maybe you have an answer for us. But you also know Ming is married to that white man. I mean, people get mad when I call someone out by the way. I mean, we don't know his name. We haven't even seen him on the show. Not hashtag messy Ming. So we saw that they had a conversation in DMs. I'm not going to be mad at Marquette if he was trying to shoot his shot. Did he know that Ming was married? Or maybe he didn't care. I don't know. Shae, how do you feel about that? Angelique is still here. Thank you for the super chat. She says, also, thank you for the chat, not trashing my home city, Detroit. We do very well behind the scenes. Really? I always hear good things about Detroit. I need to go to Detroit. I always hear good things about Detroit. Okay. Hold on. Let me see what you guys. Tamara says Ming, not Mingus. That's the name of the guy in Queer as Folk, the reboot. Married to that white man. That white man isn't married to her. Ming hasn't shown up in the chat in a while. Ming, has the streets been tough on you, girl? Damn. Uh-oh. Shae says, misery loves company. That's all I will say. But I'm thinking, well, she said I'm thinking things are going very well. And I have to say the duo is very good at what they do. Remember, the duo is the one who hooked Shae up with Marquette. I want to call him Mark. I don't really love the name Marquette. I'm sorry. I know that's his birth name his parents gave him, but I don't like it. Dada says Ming wanted Ansu. He wanted Amistad. All right. All right, let's get to some of the callers, guys. If you're just joining us, we're talking about Love Match Atlanta. We normally would do this a little bit earlier, but bravo. We see you, bravo. Anyways, but we still got over 300 something people here. We appreciate it. And at least if they're going to do this, they did it Juneteenth. Of all days for them to do this, but it's okay. It's all right. Tana says we call him Mark too. Right? I'm just going to call him Mark. Middle class matchmaker says he was not shooting his shot with her. I saw the whole conversation. Okay. Okay. All right. Uh-oh, thanks to the duo. He seems like a nice guy, very cute. I'm happy for Shae. I'm putting love on Shae right now. I want this to work out for Shae. Maybe next season we'll see a wedding. All right. Moving along. Let's get to some callers. Jada's backstage. I'm going to bring her up. What's going on, Jada?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. Okay. I made notes because I don't want to take up too much time. Okay. So starting off, I think I'm just going to say what we're all thinking. Lamont needs more airtime. In the chat, he was saying that they filmed his wedding back in 2020 and they didn't show it. I personally, as a queer person, I'm very offended by the fact that it's Pride Month. They could have made a whole episode out of that alone and the drama that went down there because we know there was drama there, but they didn't. So we need to see more about him, his wedding, his life. He and his husband, they're very beautiful. Like literally when I saw them in that one clip, I was like, oh my God.
Real
God.
lucky couple. And
Yeah,
they have kids.
Exactly. Like they have the full white picket fence that everybody wants. There's no reason we shouldn't see more of them. Okay.
Exactly, because we don't get to see that.
And it's so frustrating because like they're the only really like super happy established couple so far. So like why are we not seeing them? Especially because it's about matchmaking. So like
Tana's married. She said she filmed with her husband and they didn't show that either.
It's like they just don't want to show happy Black couples.
Oh. No.
It's giving suspicious. But Ming needs to stay at home with her imaginary husband. Stop trying to start drama in people's happy relationships. Like Shae and Mark are obviously very happy. She saw that made her mad because why are you going to walk in there and the first thing you're going to say, I know you from somewhere. Like nobody asked you anything. I read the messages because you played it and then I read the first ones and then you went back. So I read it again. The only thing that I saw between Ming and Mark was that he messaged her in a friendly way and he said not to tell anyone in the message. And she was talking about clients. So it very much seemed like he just wanted to be represented by Duo and Ming, but he just didn't want them to know. That's what it came off to me as. But however, I was reading some comments talking about Ming might having an escort service. So if that allegation is true, then that would be some tea.
So we should be calling her madam.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Of course, allegedly. And then last point, Miss Josephine has an attitude problem. We saw it with his girl and we saw it with the way that he came at us in the chat because he got a well-deserved dragging. Like the way he talks to Black women is very disrespectful. I find it super disturbing. If I was a client of his, I would immediately drop him just seeing how rude he gets when things don't go his way. Like, especially the way he talked to Paris in the last scene and then stormed off like a teenage girl whose mom just embarrassed her. Like, how are you going to call Black women queens in one breath and then cuss out your own girl with a room full of Black women behind you? Like, how do your clients know that you won't pair them up with someone who acts just like you? Because him and I are just as certified, right? We both have no certifications. So.
And he literally set up poor Kiana with a personal reference, not someone that they actually analyzed and said, okay, no, this would be a good match for you. Jada? Did we lose you?
Exactly. And that's why that date went the way that it did. A hot mess.
A mess. All right, Jada. We appreciate you calling in. All right. All right. Miss Jennifer's backstage. We're gonna bring her up. People are like, Joseph. Oh, okay. Miss Jennifer, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you? Long time no speak.
I know, huh? And my husband was mad because I came in the room and was eating. But anyway, I had to watch Kempire, so that's what it is. But he watching his Mexican channel, and I don't know what they saying. So
You know what? Come on.
I mean, it's not a bad thing. He speaks it and he understands it. I don't, and him and the kids do. I don't.
Oh,
So,
damn.
yeah. Okay, I'm not talking about you. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm being respectful. So, Sconce. You know, I just changed her name to Sconce. When we were seeing like, okay, maybe Mark went in her chat and he didn't know if she was married or not like that. I was like, Ming don't know if she's married. So let's just keep it real. Nobody knows if she's married. Yeah. Her husband really is a ghost. Like for real, literally, he's a ghost. And even if she saw Shae's, he was introduced as Shae's beau, right? She didn't have to say, "Oh, I know you. I know. Oh, yeah, I know you." She didn't even have to say that. She could have said it in her confessional. Mm-hmm. Said, I think I know him. And then, you know, the producers would have did what they did and whatever and stuff, but she was trying to be shady with it and stuff like that. So that
mean girl.
Yeah, that's exactly. She really is a mean girl, but she does draw good sketches. And even though I think she's woohoo, I think she's good for TV.
I think so too.
I think she's good for TV, even though she's woohoo. But my favorite matchmakers are Lamont, even though we haven't seen him match. I know he can, and I love his style. The brother can dress. Yeah. And the duos. And Shae. That's it. They can dim He Who Shall Not Be Named light and brighten Lamont.
Like that's we did already.
For real. And then, but the other thing I wanted to say about, remember, I've been saying for the longest that homie is not ready for marriage. Remember, he got mad at me in the chat?
Yes.
I'm going to say it again. I know he's here listening on another line somewhere. You are not ready for marriage. Paris, run.
She does need to run.
Yeah, because if he was a real man, they had already had a little tit before they got in there. If he was a real man, he would have went over there to where she was, spoke to the people at the table. Hey, everybody. Hi, nice to meet you. And said to Paris, honey, can I speak to you for a minute? You don't have to let people know you all up in their business, and then he just acted like he was 3. He acted.
He had a temper tantrum. He wanted to be viewed a certain way on this show. And as soon as that happened, where he was being exposed and embarrassed by Paris, he had a temper tantrum.
That's exactly what it was. Did he remind you of the little kid laying out in the grocery store?
Literally had that happen today.
See? They should have just found him laying out. I bet he was in the parking lot straight, laying out, kicking and screaming. But that's horrible. And I'm glad he kind of did that because, and especially in front of all those people, now anybody would be a whole entire darn fool to even, why would you want somebody to matchmake you and their match that they have ain't even good?
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
That's why he's blocked the entire cast and why he's probably blocked a bunch of you guys. He probably blocked me and I just don't care enough to know. But, it is what it is. I'm going to get to some more callers, Jennifer, but we always appreciate when you call in.
Have a nice one.
You too.
Okay.
All right. Ivy says, Lord Voldemort is very controlling. Yeah, I try not to talk too much about him, but this episode was talking about their relationships and the complexities of balancing work and their relationship. This show did not do him or his business any justice, or him coming in our chat acting a fool. Just saying. All right. In my opinions backstage, we're going to bring her up. What's going on in my opinion?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
I'm well. How are you today?
I'm blessed by the best, First of all, let me say, Happy Father's Day to Lamont. I think they really shorted you for not putting you up there.
Yeah.
You deserve to be up there more than you are. We deserve to see that lovely life that you live in with your husband and your kids, and we just don't see it, and that's a shame.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. First of all, Miss Josephine, don't make me come to Atlanta by messing with my Kempire, okay? He off limits, okay? Yeah. And Paris, please run for the border, man. I'm telling you, he is toxic.
Yeah.
If you've never met a man that has toxic energy, he's one of those men that reads toxic energy. He has one of those issues where he wants to be in control at all times.
Yeah.
And the problem is, even if he's a good matchmaker, you're not a good mate, because the first thing is you
Ooh.
have to listen. A part of being marriage is it's a two-way street. It's not always one person gets their way.
Mm.
You have to compromise. And even when she was explaining to him, look, I get that you're your own boss, but you have to put work aside sometime and make room. She was telling him the truth, but
Yeah.
he was too busy trying to tell her that this is my job. Okay, it may be your job, but at some point in time, if somebody that you love, that you say you're going to marry, is telling you that, hey, look, I'm not getting the attention or the affection that I need, then you need to step back and see what it is you can do to make them feel validated as well. Nobody wants to be in a relationship that's one-sided.
Yeah. That's
That's the
true.
reason why marriages break up. But like I said before, when we first started talking about this, if you're not physically, mentally, and emotionally ready for a marriage or a relationship, don't get in one,
Mm.
because you'll bring that toxic energy that you always presuding out to everybody else. And then that'll break another person. So
Yeah.
don't do it. And as far as him catching these little temper tantrums, that's not how grown men react. And they sure don't treat their women like that. I
Mm.
just hope that every woman in this chat is watching this. And if you're in that kind of relationship, run.
Mm. To the border.
Because if he's acting like this now, I would be scared that he would eventually put hands on her. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? Like, he came over there real hostile. I didn't even like the way he came over there,
Yeah.
because a real respectful man would have said, babe, can I pull you to the side for a minute? And when she said no, he wouldn't have walked away like that. He would have said, okay. He would have dealt with her a different way. And
Yeah.
then him acting funny because the cameras were around, you knew you were filming anyway. So why did you blow up if you know you're filming? You can't say, hey, I don't want to talk to you now because we're filming. You came over to the table and made a big commotion with her. She saw you stomp away. You know how I am, Kemper. I'm going to keep it straight 100.
Always. Always.
Y'all have a great one.
You
I love
too.
y'all.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good night. Bye. Kelly says Joseph has his moments, but Paris does too. You didn't hear it from me though. We did though, Kelly. I agree. Look, we've seen hints of Paris and why this relationship might be what it is and why they've attracted each other. Paris is not innocent. She hasn't been very likable on the show. But at this point, when you have someone so unlikable, like the man that we don't speak of, then it's just like she's looking good. She's looking good right here. All right, let's get to some more calls. We got a couple more callers, and then we're going to call it a night. I know it's late, but I appreciate everyone being here. Like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Thank you to everyone that's been calling in, being a part of the conversation in the live chat. I'm not going to keep you much longer, but let's get to these callers. Kari, I'm going to bring you up. What's going on?
What's up, Kempire? If you call me Carrie one more time, you call me Carrie. You call me Carrie 3 times during the show.
I said, well, oh, you going to fight me?
We gonna have a divorce. We're going to have a divorce, and it's not going to be amicable. Okay?
It's Kari, right?
Yeah, it's Kari, but you keep calling me Carrie. I'm not no white lady. I'm black and proud. It's Kari. It's Kari. Kari. I'm African American. I'm not white and blonde with blue eyes. Remember that. Okay. I love you though.
Okay.
Now I want to start with the angry queen in London Tipton. All right. So everyone keeps giving Paris this advice, telling her to run and everything. But I think y'all are failing to realize that Joseph is with Paris for optics because it looks good for him to be in a relationship as a matchmaker, not because he wants to be with her. And Paris is with the angry queen because she's tired of buying dresses from Zara. Okay, she's looking for a come up. That's why she is allowing this minuscule of a man to treat her this way. Now, I say that Joseph is with Paris for optics because you care a whole lot about how you come off on camera when she's talking to you, but you do not care how she comes off. You do not care if she comes off as weak. You do not care if she comes off as somebody in an unlovable relationship. You do not care what women are thinking of her or her self-esteem. You only care what men are going to perceive of you and your quote unquote property that is supposed to be your trophy wife, that is supposed to be out here making you look good. All right. You're a very angry man. And if I don't want to be offensive, but you're very much giving me very much spicy hand movements. All right. You're giving me spicy hand movements because I'm not understanding why you always have this much anger towards women. Why are you so angry towards women? So vitriol towards women? Like it started with Shae. You had to storm out the restaurant so you ain't blow up at her because I'm pretty sure you knew Shae would. Listen, Shae wasn't going to sit there and let you talk to her like that. Now, she was going to set that sage down and set you off. All right. That's why you had to walk about the restaurant. But you sat there and you talked to Paris like that. Why is that? What is it about you that makes you feel like that it's okay to speak so angry towards women? I wonder that. Now, I want to go to Ming. Ming, you know so much. Do you know where your husband is? You know everybody. Do you know who DMs he's in? Because I know he's not in yours. I know he's not talking to you. So who is he talking to? Since you know so much about Shae and her lover, I want to know, do you know about yours? Do you know when them divorce papers are coming through, sweetheart? I'm wondering. All of this bravado that you're putting on, all of this, like you're so uppity for somebody that is wearing Target clothes with a husband that don't want to be around her. I'm very confused. Now I'm a lay off on your wig, just like your hairstylist did. It's no more up. I'm gonna leave it alone. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna lay off your failing marriage. All right, the marriage that even your husband doesn't want to be in. You know, your husband's laying off your marriage. I'm gonna lay off of it too. Let's talk about you as a person. What type of miserable individual comes into somebody event and say they gonna steal the clients that they just disrespected? Ain't they all low budget?
Oh,
why you want low budget clients? They can't even afford you, Ming, right? You look down on them, right? You don't want no truck drivers coming to you. So why you want to steal her clients? You just talking to talk, being messy to be messy, being spiteful to be spiteful. You all touching on Shae boyfriend's shoulders, and that's what good coochie do, Shae. That's what good coochie do, Shae. It gets you up. Look at that. That's why you dropped it down on him. But anyway, you over there touching on this man's shoulder, telling him, oh, I know you. Oh, I know you from somewhere. And then you all up in the confessionals trying to make it seem like he wanted you first. And Shae just what? Picked up your leftovers? Who's picking up your husband, sis? Who? Because it ain't you. All right? Leave that woman alone. Why are you so angry towards her? Is it because you're miserable at home? Is it because your vibrator is going out of batteries? I'm sorry. I don't want to be inappropriate, but we are, after dark. Are you missing some orgasms in your life so you don't have any happiness? Why are you so bitter? You and Joseph need to get together, skip to therapy, sit down, okay? Look at the therapist and say, I'm broken. Fix me. Because there's something wrong with the both of y'all. Like, seriously, if you look at their personalities, and it's not even just reality stuff. Joseph is on Twitter attacking people for what? And then Ming is being mean to be on TV. No, it's something wrong with y'all. All right? Okay. I said too much, so I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kari.
Hey, now we still married. There you go.
Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to take one last caller, but I want to say thank you. We had quite a few comments, but we also had some super chats. I want to say thank you. Thado, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, Shae said it. Ooh. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Lamar, for the super chat. Now they're going to think that I'm bought and paid. But thank you, Lamar, for the super chat. We appreciate you supporting the channel any way that you can. Robin says this caller is killing me softly. Lamont says mic drop. Trish says Kempire is blinking a message for us to rescue him. No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right. Shuri, wait. Sure, if I don't want her to drag me, she's gonna have to tell me her name. Shuri?
Sure, Yvonne.
Shuri Yvonne. Okay, all right. What's going on?
Hey, Kempire, this is my first time. Thanks for taking my call. I was just calling because my thing is with Joseph in Paris. I think she was giving him a taste of his own medicine at the mixer. He's always working. She wants the attention from him. And then when she's trying to mix and mingle and, work, and now he wants the attention. And so he's feeling some kind of way. I'm hoping he looks back at this and realizes where she's coming from. You know what I mean? What you think?
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I didn't think about it until you pointed it out. I was like, oh, so that's what she was doing. I just thought she was really working, but you're right.
Well, I mean, she was probably really working, but at the same time, it's like he needs to get a taste of his own medicine so he could see where she's coming from when she's saying when she wants the time from him to put away work and give her that time. I hope he looks back at this and realizes, what she's asking for. You know what I mean? Because she was actually really trying to work and he wanted to get on the dance floor. You know what I mean? And it's a mix and mingle. And I felt like, she was giving him a taste of his own medicine, even though she probably wasn't doing it on purpose. But he needs to look back and reflect and be like, okay, I need to, put the computer down.
She was also confused too, because in the car, she was basically saying that you need to make time for me. We need to, spend time together and not work. So I think their communication was completely off because she's working, but at the same time, he's like, let's have that time that you want.
Yeah, I see that, but at the same time, I mean, for me, I would have been doing it out of spite because of the way on the ride there. You know what I mean? I would have been trying to make a point to him as well as try to get some clients.
Oh,
but I just wanted to point that out.
And I'm glad you did, because I didn't think about it until you pointed it out. I'm like, oh, that makes complete sense.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Of course. Have a good night, Shuri.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
All right, y'all. Final thoughts. Next week is the season finale for Love Match Atlanta. I have to say this, and this is not because I like the show. I feel like the ratings have, and first of all, the ratings are just a small indication, and the ratings that we've reported on are just the first night. That's not the people that watch it on DVR. That's not what the social media stuff that happens when it comes to the show. So don't forget to tag Love Match Atlanta when you're talking about it on social media. Hit up Bravo. Let them know that you are enjoying the show as well. Let us know what you think about the show in the comment section, Replay Crew. We appreciate you guys as well. I'm looking forward to the season finale. I thought maybe we would get at least 10 episodes. Matchmakers, what was your feeling on it? Did you know how many episodes that you guys were going to get? Remember, Portia got, I think, like 7 episodes too. But I felt like this was far more entertaining than Portia's Family of Lies. Just saying. Thank you so much, bro. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna be messing up. Y'all know I mess up people's names. Araya, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, "Oh wait, really enjoying Love Match Atlanta and Kempire After Dark. Also, the one who shall not be named, Kempire is a pillar of the community." Thank you. Okay. Yes, we want a second. Yeah, we want a second season. April says Kempire After Dark. Look, Kempire After Dark can get a lot darker than this, but you already know if you watch me during the day, I'm the same. Shady. Anyways, so next week is the season finale. So let's turn out. It will return to 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Of course, we will be watching it together on my TikTok, but don't forget to record it for your DVR and watch it too to help with those numbers. But I feel like those numbers have been pretty damn consistent. So the people that have been watching it and consistently watching Love Match Atlanta, unlike Watch What Happens Live. I think they have a good show here. They just need to support it. They just need to give us more Lamont. I don't understand why we didn't get Lamont this season. You filmed with him the entire season. Unless Lamont was a diva behind the scenes, and I'm starting to think, Lamont, you were trouble behind the scenes. They said we're gonna edit you out. We're gonna punish you. I just don't see that either, though. Anyways, matchmakers, are you guys going to be doing a spaces this week so I can tell people to watch and follow you guys on Twitter? Because I want to be there for the spaces. I want to pay attention. Because there was some juicy tea that came out last week. Guys, don't forget we will be live tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern for our Real Housewives of Atlanta recap, and then at 5:30 p.m. Eastern for our Love and Marriage DC recap. So set your reminder, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already. Follow me on my social media, and don't forget a new episode of my podcast came out over the weekend. So be sure to check that out, where I talk about a variety of different hot topics and reality TV news. And there are certain things that I implement that I talk about in the audio version of the podcast that you won't see in the visual version. Speaking of the visual version, don't forget to subscribe to the Kempire Radio YouTube channel, where you can see some of my past interviews, but also see the visual version of our podcast, Kempire Radio, on the Kempire Radio YouTube channel. There we go. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Hold on. Oh, yes. Okay. So Lamont says, yes, Shae and I will be on Twitter tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm assuming, right? What am I doing at that time? Oh, I'll be live, but I think I should be done by 7 p.m. I might be eating. I'm just saying. Y'all know how I get. Are we getting a reunion? I don't think so, D. But they might do their own reunion on social media. So be sure to follow all of the matchmakers. Ming didn't show up in the chat, though. I mean, she showed up a couple times, but I think the heats got on her. She probably didn't like the fact that I was like calling her a mean girl. So stop acting like one. Just saying. I love her. Says, oh, damn it. This is why she won't show up. But she will show up for a second season. I don't think Joseph will. Anyways, guys, let's get out of here. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't liked it already. Let's get to 200 likes. We have over 300 people here. Why are you here and you not liking the video? Oh, hate watching? That's okay. Thanks for the views. Let's get out of here. Thanks, Joseph. I know you're watching. And Paris. Hey, are they still together? All right. Yes. So the Twitter Spaces with the matchmakers will be on Twitter tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to the matchmakers for participating in the conversation in the chat. Thank you to everyone that sent in the super chat. I appreciate it. Shout out to everyone that sends the Cash Apps, the Venmos, the PayPals. I appreciate that as well. Shout out to our members of the channel, Team Kempire and Royal Court members. We appreciate you. To become a member, click the join button or head on over to teamkempire.com /shop. Teamkempire.com/join. Teamkempire.com/shop is for your merch. Get your merch. Happy Pride, y'all. Have a good night. Get some sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow for our Real Housewives of Atlanta recap. Bye. It's almost 1 a.m. Damn. Bye. Oh.
Something for me. He's playing with my heart, playing with my heart. He's playing with my heart all by his